Long ago, hidden behind a wall of thorns and shrouded in magic, lay a princess cursed by an inescapable fate. You might think you know her story, but tonight we're uncovering the true, original canon of Sleeping Beauty. This timeless fairy tale is far more complex and ancient than you might imagine. It all begins with a grand royal celebration for the birth of a princess. One by one, benevolent fairies arrive, bestowing magical gifts upon the infant. But the festivities are cut short by the arrival of an uninvited dark fairy, cloaked in shadow and resentment. With a voice like splintering glass, she speaks a terrible curse on the princess's 16th birthday. A single prick from a spindle will seal her destiny in an endless sleep. Despite the king's desperate decree to destroy every spinning wheel in the land, fate cannot be so easily defied. Prophecy always finds a way. On that fateful birthday, drawn by an unseen force, the curious princess discovers a forgotten room in a high tower. There, an old woman sits at a spinning wheel, the very object of the curse. The princess, innocent and unaware, reaches out to touch the spindle. A faint magical glow emanates from its tip just before she pricks her finger. Instantly, the curse takes hold. But it doesn't just claim the princess. It envelops the entire kingdom. Time itself stands still. A cook in the kitchen freezes mid-slap, flames on the candles halt their flicker, and even the dogs in the courtyard are caught in mid-bark. The castle and everyone within it fall into an enchanted slumber. As the years pass, a thick, impenetrable hedge of thorns grows around the silent castle, hiding it from the outside world, a fortress of sleep guarded by magic. But where did this famous story come from? The version we know today evolved from darker, more ancient legends. The earliest traceable version is an Italian tale called Sun, Moon, and Talia, which is much grittier than its later counterparts. It was later adapted by Charles Perrault in the 17th century, who added The Prince and the 100-Year Sleep. The Brothers Grimm then collected and retold their own version, solidifying the tale we recognize. After 100 years, a brave prince, hearing whispers of the enchanted castle and the sleeping princess, decides to challenge the thorny barrier. As he approaches, the thorns miraculously part, turning into flowers to let him pass. He finds the silent castle and the sleeping princess, and with a gentle kiss, love finally breaks the spell that no other magic could undo. A soft golden light spreads through the hall as the princess awakens, and with her, the entire kingdom stirs back to life. Sleeping Beauty is a story rich with symbolism. The spindle represents inescapable fate, while the 100-year sleep signifies a period of waiting, patience, and maturation. The thorny hedge is a barrier between worlds, and the kiss is the catalyst for rebirth and awakening. It's a powerful narrative about time, transformation, and the eventual triumph of life over stagnation. Of course, modern retellings, especially Disney's famous animated film, have softened the tale's darker edges. The story was transformed from a cautionary tale about fate into a hopeful romance. These adaptations focus on the promise of true love and the battle between good and evil, turning darkness into a narrative of hope and dreams coming true. So, why does this story endure? Across centuries and cultures, Sleeping Beauty remains a promise that even after the longest, darkest periods of waiting, love and hope can awaken us all. It speaks to the part of us that believes in second chances and the magic of a new beginning. And so the fairy tale lives on, whispered from one generation to the next. If you enjoyed this journey into the heart of a classic fairy tale, don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories. Thanks for watching.